instead of come here, you can sit up. That one does say you can sit this way.
Okay.
Please stand for the arrival of the President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, Mrs. Sylvanie Burton, and Mr. Burton. Please remain standing as I invite Ms. Tasha Peltier to recite the national anthem of the Commonwealth of Dominica.
Isle of beauty, Isle of splendor, Isle to all so sweet and fair. All must surely gaze in wonder at thy gifts so rich and rare. Rivers, valleys, hills, and mountains, all these gifts we do extol. Healthy land, so like Dominica, God has blessed thee with a clime benign and bright, pastures green and floors of beauty, filling all with pure delight, and a people strong and healthy, full of godly reverence fair. May we ever seek to praise thee for these gifts so rich and rare. Come ye forward, sons and daughters of this gem beyond compare. Strive for honor, sons and daughters. Do the right, be firm, be fair. Toil with hearts and hands and voices. We must prosper, sound the call, in which everyone rejoices, all for each and each for all.
Thank you, Tasha Peltier. Let us remain standing. I now call on Father Karab to lead us into prayer.
Let us all listen to a text of Holy Scripture from the prophet Isaiah, chapter 40, verses 25 to 31. To whom could you liken me? And who could be my equal, says the Holy One? Lift your eyes and look. Who made the stars, if not he who drills them like an army, calling each one by its name? So mighty is his power, so great is his strength, that not one fails to answer. How can you say, Jacob? How can you insist, Israel? My destiny is hidden from the Lord. My rights are ignored by my God. Did you not know? Had you not heard? The Lord is an everlasting God. He created the boundaries of the earth. He does not grow tired or weary. His understanding is beyond the fathoming. He gives strength to the wearied. He strengthens the powerless. Young men may grow tired and weary. Youths may stumble. But those who hope in the Lord renew their strength. They put out wings like eagles. They run and do not grow weary, walk and never tire. The word of the Lord. Thanks be to God. Let us pray. O God of all creation, you formed and fashioned humanity in your image and likeness, and in your wisdom gave us authority and responsibility for the works of your hands. Look upon us today and direct our thoughts, words, and deeds. In your love, you sent your Son, Jesus Christ, to show us the way to you, to teach us the truth of your mercy and love, and to be the one who died that we might have abundant and eternal life. May we always seek to live by his way. Today, we ask you, Father, to bless our proceedings with your presence and goodness. We thank you for the gift of our land and seas, and especially for those who tend the land and reap the bounty of the seas. May we always show respect for our natural environment, for from it we draw sustenance and nourishment. Give your wisdom to those in the ministry, so that our policies may always benefit our people. Sustain and give greater yield to all our awardees this afternoon. We ask all these mercies through Jesus Christ, our Savior and Lord, who will return in glory and majesty, who lives and reigns forever and ever. Amen.
Thank you, Father. You may see it. Your Excellency, Mrs. Sylvia Burton and Mr. Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, Honorable Irving McIntyre, Acting Prime Minister and Minister of Finance, Economic Development, Resilience and Social Security, Honorable Joseph Isaac, Speaker of the House of Assembly, Honorable Roland Roye, Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy, Honorable Julian Defoe, Minister of State in the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy, with special responsibility for fisheries and the blue economy, Honorable Lakia Joseph, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy, with special responsibility for development of community agro-processing, other honorable members, other honorable members of Cabinet, Your Excellency, members of the Diplomatic Corps, other permanent secretaries, Cabinet to the Secretary to the Cabinet of the Commonwealth of Dominica, Ms. Karen Prevost, staff of the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy, Father Nigel Karam, special welcome to the awardees, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Today is indeed a glorious day. Today we celebrate our food heroes. This second National Agricultural Fisheries Recognition Ceremony is a manifestation of the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy, deep appreciation of our farmers, fisher folks, and agro-processors. Your contribution in guaranteeing food and nutrition security is paramount and equally important in the economic development of our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, in simple terms, without our farmers and fisher folk, there is no food to sustain us. And I repeat, no farmer, no fisher folk, no food, no future. So today, the Ministry of Agriculture, in collaboration with our sponsors, we will recognize 24 food heroes and 5 outstanding individuals who have excelled and contributed to the success of the agriculture sector. We therefore, and please join me in saluting our food heroes. To deliver the welcome remarks, I now call on the Honorable Lakia Joseph to give you welcome remarks.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Ministry of Agriculture's National Agricultural and Fisheries Recognition Ceremony. Your Excellency, Sylvani Burton and Mr. Burton, Honorable Irving McIntyre, Honorable Joseph Isaac, my Minister, Ms. Honorable Roland Roye and Honorable Julian Defoe, other honorable members of Cabinet, Your Excellencies, the members of the Diplomatic Corps, Ms. Karen Prevost, Mr. Ryan Ansell, other permanent secretaries, staff of the Ministry of Agriculture, Father Nigel Karam, Ms. Tasha Peltier, awardees, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is indeed an honor to welcome you to the 2024 Farmers and Fishers Award Ceremony, a celebration of the tireless commitment, resilience, and innovation demonstrated by the men and women who feed our nation and drive our economy forward. This event is more than just an award ceremony. It is a tribute to the backbone of our society, our farmers, fishers, and processors, who wake up before the dawn and embrace the challenges of the land and sea to ensure our plates are filled with nutritious food and our economy continues to thrive. Today, as we recognize your accomplishments, we also reaffirm the Ministry of Agriculture's steadfast commitment to sustainable development and the advancement of community agro enterprises. The development of smallholder agriculture and sustainable fishing smallholders is a key to achieving food security, economic growth, and empowerment within our communities. I assure you that we will continue to champion these causes and create spaces for meaningful partnerships that advance your work. To our awardees, congratulations on your well-deserved recognition. Your passion and dedication inspire us all, and you represent the best of what is possible when hard work meets innovation. To everyone present here today, our partners, stakeholders, and community members, thank you for your continued support for our farmers and fishers. Let us celebrate their achievements while remaining committed to creating a stronger, more resilient agricultural and fisheries sector for future generations. Once again, welcome to this grand occasion. May this event remind us all of the value of agriculture and fisheries to our nation's growth and our shared responsibility to support and uplift the hands that feed and supply us. Thank you very much once again and welcome.
Thank you, Honorable Lakia, for your warm and enlightened welcome. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to invite my minister, Honorable Roland Roy, an agriculturist by profession. He always say he's a farmer, not a minister. But he's an extensionist by excellence and a farmer. Please welcome Honorable Roland Roy to deliver remarks today.
Thank you, P.S. Anselm. Sounds better, right? This kind of flow a while ago. Let me recognize our Excellency Sylvani Burton, the President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, Mr. Burton, Honorable Irvin McIntyre, Acting Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Economic Development, Resilience and Social Security, Honorable Joseph Isaac, Speaker of the House of Assembly, my colleague, Honorable Julian Defoe, and Honorable Lakia Joseph, other honorable members of Cabinet, Your Excellencies, the members of the Diplomatic Corps, Ms. Karen Prevost, Secretary to the Cabinet, my PS, Ryan Anselm, all the permanent secretaries, staff of the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy, Father Nigel Karam, awardees, farmers, fishers, members of the media, other distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It is both an honor and privilege to stand before you this evening as we gather to celebrate the hard work, dedication, and resilience of Dominica's farmers and fishers. This evening we come together not only to recognize the outstanding contributions of our agricultural community, but also to reflect on the pivotal role that these unsung heroes play in the growth and development of our beloved nation. Farmers and fishers are the backbone of our nation's food security. They are the ones who rise with the sun, till the soil, nurture the crops, and ensure that our tables are never empty. In Dominica, agriculture is not just a sector, it is a way of life, a tradition, and an essential pillar of our economic and social fabric. In recent years, we have witnessed firsthand the challenges posed by global disruptions, natural disasters, and climate change. Yet, Despite these hurdles, our farmers have demonstrated extraordinary resilience. They have not only fed our nation, but have done so with a deep commitment to sustainability and environmental stewardship. As we look toward the future, food security and working to increase agricultural's contribution to GDP to 700 million by 2030 remains one of our primary goals, and our farmers are central to this mission. It is this spirit that we celebrate this evening. From the last Farmers Awards in November of 2023 to date, the Ministry of Agriculture has continued its unwavering commitment to supporting our farmers and advancing the agricultural sector. Through a series of key activities and initiatives, we have made significant strides in improving the livelihoods of our farmers, while also building the capacity of the sector to face future challenges. Some of these initiatives and activities include, and I purposely include them because many times we hear nothing is happening in agriculture. So I'm going to give you just a surface of what we've been involved from the last award ceremony to this award ceremony. The commissioning of a state-of-the-art tissue culture lab valued at $11.2 million. This will allow for the rapid multiplication of disease-free, high-quality planting materials. This lab is a game changer for the sector as we seek to boost our food production efforts. We are also implementing sustainable tree crop, vegetable, and root crop programs aimed at improving the diversity and resilience of our food systems. And we are currently propagating 100,000 citrus plants for distribution next year, and we are currently distributing 13,000 Brazilian dwarf coconuts. Many of you would have collected your plants already. We have provided 17,000 tissue culture plantings and 30,000 tissue culture banana plants to farmers with the required inputs and technical support at a value of $1.2 million. We have received expressions of interest from 154 agro-processors for the procurement of equipment to enhance the operation and to make them more competitive. The tender for procurement of this equipment was issued, and the agro-processors should have them by the first quarter of 2025. We are also constructing a $6.4 million abattoir, which will significantly enhance the processing of local meats, ensuring higher standards of hygiene and a better quality product. We have provided over 200 farmers with building materials and labor support to build resilient pens while we expand our livestock production at a value of $7.5 million. We have engaged a consultant to design and build a new animal feed plant, and the timeline for completion is May 2025. We are currently constructing 54 fishing vessels to provide to fishers who are affected by Hurricane Maria, valued at over $2 million. You still have more, you know. You're tired? Okay. Work is ongoing at 3 fishing landing sites in Bioche, Dubla, and Maho. And we are finalizing contracts for the rehabilitation of fish landing sites in Scotshead, Stowe, and Saint-Sauveur. Importantly, a $5 million facility was established next year to purchase fresh produce and to pay farmers within 36 hours. So far, over 600 farmers benefited from that facility, and we have already spent approximately $2.6 million. And of course, we are constructing a new international airport that will open new market opportunities, and will allow you to harvest and export your fresh produce, flowers, fish to the US and UK the same day. So looking ahead, we are committed to transforming the sector to ensure that it continues to be a vital part of our economy and our national security. The government, through the Ministry of Agriculture, has outlined several initiatives that could drive this transformation. These include the phased rehabilitation of feeder roads, the finalization of a farm labor policy, investment to increase the production of honey by 100%, investment in digital and climate smart agriculture, added focus on agro-processing and value-added products, and a special focus on youth engagement in agriculture. To farmers, fishers, processors, tonight is a celebration of your hard work, your dedication, and your resilience. As we recognize your outstanding contributions, we are also reaffirming our commitment to supporting you. The Ministry of Agriculture will continue to work alongside you to ensure that you have the resources, knowledge, and infrastructure needed to succeed. As I close, I would like to extend my gratitude to all the sponsors of this event and congratulate all awardees. I hope that recognition serves as an inspiration for the stakeholders in the sector as we continue to build a more resilient, sustainable, and prosperous agricultural sector in Dominica. I would like to also take this opportunity to wish all farmers, fishers, and processors, and other agricultural stakeholders a Merry Christmas and a prosperous 2025. Good evening, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. The future is bright in agriculture. Listening to you, and that is just 40% people of what our development plan is for agriculture. So thank you for your aspiring word and your leadership in the ministry. At this time, to entertain you, we will call on the Waitikubuli Dance Theater to lead us into a dance. So we welcome them.
Look at the people dancing.
Thank you, Whitey Kubuli Dance Theatre. At this time, join me in inviting the acting Prime Minister, Dr. Irvin McIntyre, to deliver the future address. Make him feel welcome.
Thank you very much, P.S. Anson. Let me first recognize Your Excellency Sylvani Burton and Mr. Burton, Honorable Joseph Isaacs, Speaker of the House of Assembly, Honorable, or I should say, my minister, like we have been saying, Roland Roy, Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy, Honorable Julian Defoe, Minister of State in Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy, with specific responsibilities for fisheries and blue economy. Honorable Lakia Joseph, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, Blue and Green Economy, with specific responsibility for development of community agro enterprises. Other honorable members of Cabinet, Your Excellency, the members of the Diplomatic Corps, Ms. Karen Prevost, Secretary to the Cabinet, Mr. Ryan Ansem, Permanent Secretary, Minister of Agriculture, other permanent secretaries, staff of the Ministry of Agriculture, who are here in number, Father Nigel Karam, awardees, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, pleasant good afternoon to everybody. It's both a privilege and a pleasure to stand before you today as we gather to celebrate the backbone of our country, our farmers, agro-processors, and fisher folk. The National Agricultural Fisheries Recognition Ceremony serves as a reminder of the immeasurable contributions made by these hardworking individuals who sustain our economy, enrich our culture, and provide for our people. Today, we are recognizing achievements in the agricultural field. The 21 individuals we celebrate this afternoon demonstrate the very best of Dominica's agricultural and fisheries sectors. They are stewards of the land and sea, who have risen to the challenges of their work with creativity, determination, and a commitment to excellence. In Dominica, agriculture and fisheries have long been important, both to our heritage and our economy. Our farmers work hard and cultivate the soil with care, and our fisher folk brave the seas to bring home their catch, feeding the entire country together. Your efforts have kept our country nourished for decades. Your work is not insignificant. You deal with unpredictable weather, changing markets, and the pressures of a global economy. And yet, year after year, you deliver. You feed families, you create jobs, and you sustain our economy. Your success is Dominica's success. As a government, we always recognize the role that you play. You help maintain a self-reliant nation. That is why we will always remain committed to the investing in policies and programs that support your work. The Ministry of Agriculture, under the guidance of Honorable Roland Roye, continues to make great strides in providing modern infrastructure, training, and financial resources to improve productivity and competitiveness. From rehabilitating feeder roads to ensuring access to credit facilities, we are building the foundation upon which you can continue to grow and thrive. But we know that there is more to be done. Today, this government renews its commitment to addressing the challenges that you face. Keep the line of communication open as you have, and do not be afraid to share with us your ideas and your concerns. Climate change, for instance, presents a significant and growing threat to the livelihoods of those who work in both the land and the sea. While we discover new ways and techniques to remain sustainable, we need to hear from you, the farmers and fishermen, on your ideas and challenges. Access to markets is also an important component. Agro-processors play a critical role in transforming raw materials into finished products that command greater value both locally and internationally. It is through your hard work that Dominica's agricultural products have continued to gain recognition on the world stage. The sea is a source of food, but also an avenue for tourism, biodiversity, and cultural preservation, which is why the government is working to modernize the fishery sector with improved storage facilities, training in sustained fishing practices, and initiatives that promote the blue economy. Ladies and gentlemen, while government supports is essential, it is also essential that you, the hardworking men and women, maintain your passion. It is individuals like you we honor today that carry on the industries, letting your farmers and fisherfolk find a way into these fields. Please keep it up. Continue to inspire the next generation and remind them that these livelihoods are still profitable. To the awardees, your dedication is not unnoticed. Thank you for sustaining livelihoods and strengthening our communities. Your work has touched lives far beyond your immediate communities. The food you grow, process and catch ensures that Dominica's children grow up strong, that families can prosper, and that our nation remains healthy. Today is also a call to action for all Dominicans. Let us celebrate and support people who make our meals possible, those who embody the values of hard work and perseverance, those who remind us of the connection between people and the natural world. Let us acknowledge the families, friends, and colleagues who stand behind them, offering them support and encouragement. No farmer, fisherman, or agro-processor does it alone. It takes a village that believes in the power of community and collaboration. Let us carry forward these lessons. Let us recognize that agriculture and fishing are the essence of who we are as Dominicans. And always remember to eat what we grow and to buy local. Let us move ahead with the determination to build a nation where every farmer, agro-processor, and fisherfolk, young and old, is empowered to reach their full potential. Let the 21 honorees thank thank you very much. Thank you for your vision, your perseverance, and your belief in the promise of this land and sea. May your work continue to inspire us all. Congratulations once again, and may God bless you and the Commonwealth of Dominica. I thank you.
Thank you, Acting Prime Minister, for reminding us of the importance of agriculture and reaffirming the government's commitment to the development of agriculture. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we reach the most exciting part. The reason you are here, and we now call on the Cabinet Secretary to assist us in reading the citation. She will be ably assisted by our team, Petra and Lakia. So just give us a few minutes while we organize for the citation. So again, let us thank the head table, the Acting Prime Minister, and the Minister for their remarks. So I will hand over to the citation group to lead us. So Kapsek.
Okay, good afternoon again to everyone, Your Excellency, and all of our dignitaries here today. We have come to the moment that you are here for, and we will be starting with the outstanding primary school in agriculture, St. Luke's Primary School. We are delighted to present the Most Outstanding Farming Primary School Award to the St. Luke's Primary School, which first opened its doors in January 1923 under the guidance of Sisters of the Immaculate Heart of Mary from Belgium. This award honors the school's exemplary agricultural program that has enriched the lives of students for over 2 decades. This initiative, spanning pre-kindergarten through grade 6, equips students with essential farming skills while promoting sustainable agricultural practices. The agricultural program immerses students in all phases of farming, from cultivation and harvesting to cleaning, packaging, and marketing of fruits and vegetables. The students play a pivotal role in maintaining the school garden by engaging in various activities. Under the visionary leadership of Principal Sister Anita Peter, the agricultural program expanded to include all grade levels by 2008. A tenure saw the development of a medicinal garden and initiatives in animal husbandry, floriculture, and fishing. Through its agricultural program, St. Luke's Primary School has nurtured a generation of students equipped with essential life skills, entrepreneurial acumen, and a profound respect for environmental stewardship. For their commitment to fostering sustainable agriculture and shaping future leaders, we are proud to recognize St. Luke's Primary School as the most outstanding farming primary school on the island. Outstanding Secondary School in Agriculture, Northeast Comprehensive School. In 2006, students from the St. Andrews High School and Marigold High School merged to form the first cohort of the Northeast Comprehensive High School. This institution aims to foster a lifelong community of learners in a supportive and nurturing environment. From its inception, agricultural science has been a pivotal subject. Utilizing a 2-acre plot on the school compound, The school developed a garden to accommodate an assortment of crops, installed greenhouse structures, constructed a poultry pen and a rabbit unit, with ample space available to rear animals in an open field setting. The school consistently achieves impressive results, boasting a 100% success rate in double awards agriculture and a 90% in single awards at the CSEC General Proficiency Level exams. Students gain hands-on experience in crop cultivation, livestock management, and sustainable farming practices, which equip them with invaluable skills for both academic and professional success. Northeast Comprehensive's commitment to sustainability and innovation in agriculture is evident through its approach to fostering a deep understanding of agricultural science and environmental responsibility. This approach has built the school's reputation for excellence, producing knowledgeable and skilled graduates ready to contribute meaningfully to the agricultural sector. Outstanding Secondary School in Agriculture, Northeast Comprehensive School. Outstanding Backyard Garden, Claron Joseph. With 15 years of experience in the farming sector, Mrs. Joseph, a 55-year-old registered nurse and a devoted mother of Lapai Vilkas, has nurtured a profound passion for backyard farming. She cultivates on a quarter-acre plot where she grows a diverse array of crops, demonstrating her commitment to sustainable practices and environmental stewardship. She utilizes pen manure for her vegetable crops, opting for organic fertilizers over synthetic formulations. To enhance her farming operations, she employs one farm worker while taking an active role in planting and maintaining her crops, even producing some of her own seedlings. Mrs. Joseph's backyard garden serves as a vital source of nourishment for her family, promoting their health and well-being. She adheres to agronomic practices that not only enhance productivity but also foster sustainability in her farming endeavors. Outstanding Backyard Garden, Claron Joseph. Agriculture Service Provider, Agri Sales and Services Limited. Sponsored by WUS Caribbean. Our Outstanding Backyard Garden Award was sponsored by Sadco Insurance. Agri Sales is indeed a beacon of innovation and service in Dominica's agricultural landscape. Founded in 1992 by the visionary duo Ambrose George and the late Margaret George, this remarkable company has blossomed from humble beginnings into a cornerstone of our nation's agricultural sector. The Georges established Agri Sales to empower both themselves and the wider farming community. With a steadfast commitment to providing top-tier agricultural inputs, Agri Sales has become a trusted partner to farmers across Dominica. From essential fertilizers to cutting-edge irrigation systems and state-of-the-art greenhouse structures, Agri Sales offers a comprehensive range of solutions that drive agricultural productivity and sustainability. Their dedication to quality is matched only by their unwavering commitment to customer satisfaction. Beyond providing essential products, agri-sales fosters a thriving agricultural ecosystem. Their well-trained staff, experts in their field, offer invaluable guidance and support, empowering farmers to make informed decisions and achieve optimal results. By creating employment opportunities and contributing to the economic growth of Dominica, agri-sales solidifies its position as a catalyst for agricultural prosperity. Once again, agriculture service provider, agri-sales and limited. Agri-sales and services limited. The award for Outstanding Producer Organization goes to the Salisbury Women's Farmers Group. The Salisbury Women's Farmers Group was established in 2017, shortly after Hurricane Maria, with guidance of the West Agricultural Region Extension Team. The group was formed based on the need for women farmers to collaborate and pool their resources together to recover more effectively in their pursuit of ensuring fresh vegetables were on the local market in quick time and the source of income was restored. Since its inception, the group has made remarkable progress, evolving into a legally registered commercial farming organization comprising of 18 active women farmers. Since its formation, the Salisbury Women Farmers Group has gained recognition and support from several governmental and non-governmental farming organizations. Their continued efforts to improve their agricultural practices has been supported through these partnerships. Women's involvement in agriculture and the contribution they make to the sector is not only limited to improving household income and livelihoods, but also about advocating for change, leading agricultural initiatives, and fostering sustainable practices. The award for Outstanding Producer Organization, Salisbury Women's Farmers Group. The award for Outstanding Productive Traditional Enterprise goes to Easy Side Cassava Delicacies. Easy Side Cassava Delicacies has been in existence since 2009, operating within the heart of the Kalinago territory in St. Cyr. Originally known as Easy Side Cassava Bakery, founded by grandfather Alphonse Francis, his granddaughters formed themselves into a group to continue the cassava dream. Being very proud to continue his legacy and the sharing of Kalinago tradition through culinary experiences that he taught them, his granddaughters expanded the number of products offered to include cassava poles, muffins, to name a few. With personal investments and the interventions of donor agencies, which enable them to upgrade the facility and equipment, Easy Side Delicacies has been able to introduce new cassava bread flavors into the mix and expanding with an outlet in the Rosa Market, baking and serving fresh cassava bread to the public, as well as the production of a cassava drink. Their goal is to expand their market base and market access by eventually supplying local supermarkets. The award for Outstanding Productive Traditional Enterprise goes to Easy Side Cassava Delicacies. Agro-processor of the year, Big G's Pepper Sauce. An idea came to reality in 2014 from the love and passion for culinary arts. Flavored pepper sauce started by using local and traditional herbs and spices to create a recipe that would be 1 year later available in all major supermarkets on Ireland. Big G's has invented over 20 creative and innovative flavors of pepper sauce, but with a few considered as customers' favorites. Big G has focused on the top sellers to manage production time. Big G's has completed several training programs and most recently LSL to enable the factory to be GMP and HACCP certified. Throughout the years, they have won a few awards, the first being the Regional Entrepreneur of the Year in 2015. Receiving this prestigious award encouraged and motivated them to continue on this path. It was a testament that people loved what Big G's created. Big G's sauces are currently available in all our supermarkets, hotels, shops, restaurants, and duty-free stores in Dominica with their slogan, Big G's adding personality to your meal. The award for Agro Processor of the Year goes to Big G's Pepper Sauce. Okay, this award is sponsored by Belfast Estate. The award for Outstanding Apiarist goes to Nathaniel Lovell. This award is sponsored by Jacko's Feet. Mr. Nathaniel Lovell, owner of Be Happy, is the Vice President and immediate past President of the National Beekeepers Cooperative and a beekeeper mentor in the Cooperative Mentorship Program. His beekeeping enterprise consists of 100 plus hives with seven apiaries located between Kulibistri and Salisbury on the west coast. Happy or BAP? Okay, so I was correct. Be Happy is the producer of La Vie Miel honey, which is seasonally harvested and sold as spring honey, summer honey, autumn honey, savonette honey, creamed honey, and hot honey. Wow. Which is infused with local hot pepper. Specialty mead is also a honey wine produced by Be Happy. Mr. Lovell's products are sold locally in many supermarkets and health stores in Dominica and is exported to St. Martin and Tortola. In 2023, and just last week, November 2024, in St. Lucia, La Vie Miel won Best Light Amber Honey, Best Dark Amber Honey, and overall Best Honey in Show at the OECS Honey Show in St. Lucia. He also took first place at the International Honey 2 Matching Jazz category at the UK National Honey Show in October 2024. He is currently enrolled in the Master Beekeeper program at the University of Florida and is presently on the Advanced Beekeeper level of the training. Outstanding Apiarist, Nathaniel Lovell. This award is sponsored by Jacko.
The next award is for the Livestock Farmer of the Year. We're going to call our representative from ECGC, Eastern Caribbean Group of Companies, traveled all the way from St. Vincent to be us today to present the award. We met at the Caribbean Week of Agriculture earlier this year, and again, they had a meeting in Dominica a few weeks ago, And we're happy to come on board with us to be one of our gold sponsors. And he made this duty to be here with us today. So I'm glad to rep of ECGC to present this award. And I would say ECGC, that's the company that provides animal feed. Most of the feed to Dominica, so by Dr. Toussaint and by Favorite, and that's the main company who exports fish to Dominica, CDC.
The award for Livestock Farmer of the Year goes to Singola Bloomquist Williams. Mrs. Bloomquist Williams is very passionate about agriculture and believes that agriculture should be the cornerstone of our economy. Mrs. Williams' journey in agriculture began with her father, a Swedish immigrant who settled in the southeast region where he purchased property at Point Minat, upon which he established his farm and planted coconuts, which also funded her schooling. Following the passage of Hurricane David in 1979, the entire estate was devastated. Upon her return to Dominica in 1991, she actively began her farming activity, starting with 2 heads of cattle and reached a capacity of 100 heads of cattle by 2017. Now the farm is in a state of normalcy and consists of a wide range of livestock to include 36 cattle, 12 horses, 50 goats and sheep, 500 laying birds, among others, to which she has already marketed in the southeast and is aiming for at least 5,000 laying birds. Mrs. Williams is on a drive to improve her current stock of small ruminants and has imported some purebred Savannah and Nubian goats. She is grateful for the support and assistance provided by the Ministry of Agriculture, especially the Emergency Agricultural Livelihoods and Climate Resilience Project for the construction of the poultry unit and technical advice from the Extension team and the Livestock Development Unit. Although the focus of the farm is livestock, Mrs. Williams has also incorporated the establishment of crops on her farm and has begun the establishment of cocoa, avocado, plantain, and citrus, and is targeting 50 acres of coconut. The Livestock Farmer of the Year award goes to Singola Bloomquist Williams. And once again, this award is sponsored by East Caribbean Feeds, ECGC, East Caribbean Group of Companies. Now for the award for Horticulture Farmer of the Year, which goes to Desmond Augustine. And this award is sponsored by APA. It is with great pride and admiration that we recognize Mr. Desmond Augustine as the outstanding horticulturist on island. His journey in the world of farming began as a natural learner, inspired by the pioneering work of the Alfred and Scotland families, but it is really his own dedication to his craft that set him apart. With an impressive 35 years of experience, Mr. Augustine operates 10 acres of land, 7 acres in Egliston and 3 acres in Girodale, focusing primarily on floriculture production. Mr. Augustine's expertise extends beyond cultivation. He is a master of landscaping, floral arranging, event decoration, and the sale of potted plants. In addition to his impressive production, Mr. Augustine manages a dedicated team of 2 full-time and 2 part-time employees, ensuring that his operation runs smoothly. His passion for floriculture is palpable, driving him to maintain high standards and consistently deliver extraordinary results that set him apart as an exceptional horticulturist. Congratulations to Mr. Desmond Augustine on being the best horticulturist on the island. Horticulture Farmer of the Year, Desmond Augustine. I should probably add a line to this the citation to see that Desmond Augustine assists with most of the government events, a lot of the arrangements, the plans that you see, and the plans and arrangements that you see here today were done and provided by Desmond Augustine. So thank you on behalf of the public service as well, Desmond. Now to the aquaculture farmer of the year, Mr. Sean Martin. Mr. Sean Martin has been an aquaculture farmer for over 3 years. He owns and operates 2 30 by 60 feet ponds in the community of Bacatel, where he cultivates Macrobrachium rosenbergi, or giant freshwater prawns. Obviously, I'm not from the Ministry of Agriculture, so you have to bear with me. Or giant freshwater prawns, we all understand that. Mr. Martin is receptive to information provided to him by technical officers on ways to maximize his production. He provides data from his farm operation and always makes his farm available for farm visits and training when needed. Through his farm operations, Mr. Martin has provided part-time employment for 2 individuals of his community. He continues to supply the state-owned hatchery and spawners after all his harvest, which is critical for the continuous supply of the giant freshwater prawns. Mr. Martin intends to further expand his operations in the future. So the award for Aquaculture Farmer of the Year goes to Mr. Sean Martin of Bacatel. And this award is sponsored by Auto Trade, by Petro Caribbean, I'm sorry. Okay, the award for Mariculture Farmer goes to Felix Constance. Felix Fountain. Mr. Felix Fountain has been a CMOS farmer for over 2 years, cultivating the Eucuma cottonized species. His farm is located in Calibishi, where he manages 7 80-feet lines at present. Mr. Fountain harvests 100 pounds of CMOS every 3 weeks. His harvests are sold to local CMOS agro-processors. This is a huge milestone as we are able to reduce the importation of CMOS and work towards strengthening our national food security. The Mariculture Award goes to Mr. Felix Fountain. The award for Outstanding Climate Resilient Farmer goes to Kennedy Alexander. Kennedy Alexander's proactive and innovative approaches to farming have set a benchmark for resilience and sustainability. Kennedy's farm, known for its impressive diversity, includes fruit trees, root tubers, open field greenhouse vegetable production, and poultry. His strategic use of greenhouses creates controlled microclimates, ensuring optimal conditions for crop growth year-round. The use of a drip irrigation system further demonstrates his commitment to water conservation and efficient resource use. Additionally, Kennedy's well-maintained nursery supports the growth of diverse crops and seedlings, showing his dedication to fostering crop variety and maintaining productivity. He has cultivated a combination of fruit and forest trees as windbreaks to protect the crops from wind damage and reduce soil erosion. He utilizes a trellis system for yam production and appropriate plant spacing, demonstrating his keen ability to adapt and mitigate the challenges posed by a moist climate. Kennedy practices crop rotation and companion planting to further enhance soil health and reduce pest problems. Additionally, he utilizes poultry manure as natural fertilizer for his crops and applies mulch plastic to control weeds and conserve soil moisture. Beyond his farming expertise, Kennedy is also known for creating Kennedy sponge like coconut, sorrel, passion fruit, peanuts, and rum and raisin. This innovative approach not only maximizes the potential of his farm produce, but also contributes to local economic development. For his innovative strategies in climate smart agriculture and his unwavering dedication to environmental sustainability, we are proud to honor Kennedy Alexander with the Most Climate Resilient Farmer Agricultural Award. This award is sponsored by PISLM. The award for Most Innovative and Technology-Driven Farmer goes to Doria Etienne, and this award is also sponsored by PISLM, Partnership Initiative for Sustainable Land Management. Mr. Dorian Etienne was raised within a household where farming was a way of life and agriculture a distinguished profession, where both his father, a former Minister of Agriculture, and his mother, an educator, instilled in him the will to farm and work smartly, efficiently, and expeditiously. Though their goal was to enable him and his siblings to obtain a sound education, it was stressed that common sense, perseverance, and dedication in pursuit of achieving success is to be pursued in achieving success in one's endeavors. Upon completion of his university education and working for several years in the United States of America, Mr. Etienne returned home and saw that the bay oil production was a rewarding endeavor from which he could earn a living. Traditionally, bay oil production entails laborious and hard work. Due to his educational background and training, he was able to redesign his distillery to enable the process to be less labor intensive, more efficient, and more efficient by using propane gas and solar energy, as well as using a wood chopper to chop the bay branches into a smaller bits for quicker oil release. He understood that the marketing of the product to a high-end niche market was critical for optimizing profit, and a good relationship between the producer and the buyer is paramount. The award for Most Innovative and Technology-Driven Farmer, sponsored by PISLM, goes to Farmer Dorian Etienne. The award for long-standing commercial fisher goes to Ural, Scotland. Mr. Ural, Scotland is a registered net fisher in the community of Salisbury. Mr. Scotland began his career through direct advice from Mr. Oscar Pear, who taught him net mending and other fishing techniques as a teenager. Mr. Scotland has utilized what he has learned for over 3 decades, and he continues to fish and train other fishers in net mending and in other fishing methods. Mr. Scotland provides part-time employment to 2 individuals from his community, and again the award for long-standing commercial fisher goes to Ural Scotland. This award is sponsored by Auto Trade Limited, and the Digicel. That must be a hefty award. The award for long-standing commercial farmer, sponsored by Digicel and Jungle Bay, goes to Mr. Felix Christmas. Mr. Felix Christmas is a 67-year-old full-time active farmer and a passionate farmer in Gaumont in the heights of Kulbishri for the last 53 years. The heights of Salisbury, Kulbishri, let's say on the west coast. He began his farming career at the age of 14, assisting his father on the family farm. This experience was so rewarding that Mr. Christmas was determined to make farming his life career, cultivating an assortment of crops and rearing of livestock over the years. At the peak of the banana industry, Mr. Christmas cultivated and managed over 35 acres of bananas, making him the largest commercial banana farm on island. However, he was forced to adapt by diversifying his farming operations to include citrus, yams, and livestock. He continued to excel in his farming career, and in the peak of his operations, he employed over 22 permanent workers, managed a herd of more than 265 goats and sheep, and based on his commitment to farming and the scale of his operation, he became an icon within the farming community. To date, his farming enterprise is more diverse, with a range of crops including dasheen, tanya, passion fruits, avocados, and soursop, all of which he grows on a commercial scale. His enduring dedication to agriculture is a testament to his love for the profession and his desire to continue contributing to the farming community in Dominica. Well, they forgot to say he's a farmer from St. Joseph. Okay, so the award, the long-standing commercial farmer, goes to Mr. Felix Christmas of St. Joseph. Okay, the award for Outstanding Family Farm goes to Joachim and Philomene Paquette and family. This award is sponsored by Do It Center. Joachim and Philomene Paquette are icons and exemplary stewards of agriculture for over 40 years. Their dedication to sustainable farming and their contributions to the agricultural sector is truly remarkable. Operating on a 13-acre plot at Vieux-Bois Grand Bay, Joachim and Philomene have devoted 11 acres of land to the cultivation of just pineapples. The Paquettes have supported their community by creating employment opportunities that help strengthen the local economy. The Packet family story is one of hard work, unity, and generational continuity. Their three children grew up assisting on the farm, and today their son manages the farm, continuing the family legacy of innovation and dedication. Their influence as role models has inspired other families in the area to embrace sustainable agricultural practices and community collaboration. The success of their family efforts has enabled them to support their daughters in pursuing higher education. The Packets are celebrated not only for their family excellence, but also for their contributions to the well-being of their community. For their unwavering dedication to sustainable farming as a family and their exemplary role as community leaders, we are proud to honor Joachim and Philomene Packet with the Outstanding Family Farm Award. Again, this award is sponsored by Do It Center. The award for Women in Sustainable Farming, sponsored by Woods Caribbean, goes to Helena Williams. Helena Williams, a dedicated and hardworking female farmer who has exemplified excellence in sustainable farming practices with over 35 years' experience, is a true pioneer in sustainable agriculture. Understanding the importance of tailoring practices to the environment, Helena cultivates crops best suited to the specific soil type, topography, and climatic conditions of a farm. In addition to her exceptional farming practices, Helena is also an active vendor, marketing her produce at the local market every Saturday. She further extends her reach by supplying supermarkets, restaurants, and restaurants, exemplifying her commitment to providing fresh, locally sourced produce to the country. Helena's unwavering dedication to sustainable farming is evident in her ability to create a thriving, low maintenance ecosystem. Her efforts have not only contributed to environmental stewardship, but have also enhanced farm productivity. The Woman in Sustainable Farming Award goes to Helena Williams, and this award is sponsored by West Caribbean. The Young Fisher Folk Award, sponsored by Auto Trade, goes to Mr. Akim Alexander. Mr. Akim Alexander is a young fisherman from the community of Maho. He became a registered fisher folk in 2014. However, he has been fishing since he was a teenager. Mr. Alexander is one of the youngest fisher folk in Maho who lands fish on a daily basis and abides by the data submission policies of the Fisheries Division. His journey began as a fisher through the use of his uncle's boat. Now he owns his own vessel and operates as a part-time fisher. Mr. Alexander also participates in meetings and trainings facilitated by the Fisheries Division. Mr. Alexander is a testament of treating fishing as a business, and the award for Young Fisher Folk goes to Akim Alexander. And this award again is sponsored by Auto Trade Limited. The award for Youth in Sustainable Agriculture The award for Youth in Sustainable Agriculture goes to Cyan Alexander. And this award is also sponsored by Woods Caribbean. Mr. Cyan Darwin Alexander from the community of Bells was introduced to commercial farming at a young age. Raised on the family farm, Cyan's upbringing in agriculture helped shape him into the accomplished young man he is today. Bells is known for its ideal microclimate for year-round dashing production, and it has provided Cyan with the opportunity to cultivate over 10 acres of land, producing over 100,000 pounds of dashing annually. His efforts significantly contribute to food security and agricultural exports. In addition to his farming ventures, Cyan employs up to 5 part-time workers and collaborates closely with the Ministry of Agriculture Extension team. He recently participated in the establishment of a dashing demonstration plot as part of the FAO Dashing Value Train Production Project, where he helped train farmers in various multiplication techniques. Youth involvement in agriculture is crucial for the future of food security and for sustainable farming practices, as we face challenges such as an aging farming population and changing environmental conditions. It is essential to encourage and support young farmers like Mr. Alexander, who are driving innovation and contributing to the growth of the agricultural sector. In light of the growing concerns regarding the aging farming population, showcasing young farmers like Cyan is essential to demonstrate that agriculture remains a viable and promising career option. Again, the award for Youth in Sustainable Agriculture goes to Cyan Alexander from the community of Bells. And this award is sponsored by Woods Caribbean. Now for the award for Outstanding Fisheries Liaison Officer, and this award goes to Mr. Dorian Sanford. Mr. Dorian Sanford has been employed with the Fisheries Division for over 20 years. He began his career as an aquaculture technician and was later promoted with responsibility for agriculture and mariculture development in Dominica. Mr. Sanford has played a significant role in reviving the aquaculture sector in the aftermath of Hurricane Maria. He is committed to the sector and takes pride in what he does. Mr. Sanford is currently working with over 20 aquaculture and seamoss farmers and organizations, and has participated in numerous trainings regionally and internationally in the area of aquaculture. He is committed to utilizing his knowledge to develop this important sector. The award for Outstanding Fisheries Liaison Officer goes to Mr. Dorian Sanford. The award for Outstanding Extension Officer, sponsored by Pinnacle Law Chambers, goes to Mr. Elton Daniel. In recognition of his outstanding service and dedication, We are proud to present Elton Daniel with the Extension Officer of the Year Award. Elton Daniel has demonstrated exceptional commitment to advancing agricultural practices and community engagement. His innovative approaches and tireless efforts have significantly improved the livelihoods of countless farmers and community members. Earlier this year, Elton achieved a remarkable milestone by completing a postgraduate diploma in climate resilient agricultural extension for his community development, with distinction, further enhancing his expertise in sustainable agriculture. With a decade of experience as an extension officer, he has taken on the role of team leader for the North Agricultural Region. His unwavering passion for sustainable agriculture and his dedication to empowering others has set a benchmark in extension services. Elton's commitment to strong work ethic, diligent efforts, and going beyond the call of duty truly embodies the spirit of this award. We are honored to recognize his contributions and celebrate his achievement as an exemplary extension officer. The award for Outstanding Extension Officer goes to Mr. Elton Daniel. And this award is sponsored by Pinnacle Law Chambers. Congratulations to these two public officers on their awards. Okay, so our final two awards, Fisher Folk of the Year, and the award for Fisher Folk of the Year goes to Mr. Clinton LeBlanc. This award is also sponsored by Auto Trade Limited. Mr. Clinton LeBlanc is a registered fisher folk from the community of Maho and operates at the fish landing site in Maho. Mr. LeBlanc is always present for training sessions and meetings and actively participates, ensuring that he informs other fishers in the community to participate and take advantage of opportunities provided by the Fisheries Division. He is eager to learn new methods and skills to improve his fishing operations and those around him. The Fisheries Division recognizes him as a leading fisher to influence others to do the right thing. He is a full-time fisher and submits his data to the unit free and in a timely manner. The award for Fisher Folk of the Year goes to Mr. Clinton LeBlanc. And again, this award was sponsored by Auto Trade Limited. And our final award of the night goes to the Farmer of the Year. And the Farmer of the Year for 2024 is Mr. Colmore Shillingford. The award for Farmer of the Year is sponsored by Jewelers International. Mr. Shillingford is a second-generation farmer. His dad, now deceased, was a former banana extension officer. He started commercial farming in 2010 at the age of 29, cultivating mainly bananas on 8 acres of his 10-acre holding in Tigra 4 in the southeastern agricultural region. Heeding the call of not putting your eggs in one basket and the situation of the banana industry at the time, Mr. Shillingford quickly went on a diversification drive, reducing slightly his banana plot and including roots and tubers and short-term crops in his cultivation. Sustainable land management is a high priority for Mr. Shillingford, as evidence of it is being practiced throughout his farm by the presence of contour and step-down drains, with vetiver planted on the contour drains. Nutrient management includes the use of material from the farm, such as harvested banana bunch stalk, in the formulation of tea manure. Mr. Shillingford employs 3 full-time and 5 part-time farm workers, and he works closely with the extension staff in his region. Is always willing to donate as well to the ministry's food basket. Mr. Shillingford is also actively involved in farmers groups and organizations, to include the Northeast Farmers Group, previously the National Fair Trade Organization of Dominica. Presently, Mr. Shillingford is the farmers representative on the board of DEXIA, or the Dominica Export and Import Agency. Again, the Farmer of the Year award goes to Mr. Colmore Shillingford, and the award is sponsored by Jewelers International. A round of applause to all of the awardees. Congratulations, and a special thank you to all of the sponsors of the awards.
Thank you, Cabinet Secretary. I think she deserves a round of applause for reading the citation. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to continue with some special recognition, and so I would want to call on Honorable Joseph to lead us into this activity.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Before I go into the special recognition awards, we would like to call up Mr. Felix Christmas. His award was sponsored by Digicel, so you can come up to get your very hefty gift from Digicel. Congratulations, Mr. Christmas, once again. And we have another presentation from Belfast Estate. Thank you, Belfast, and thank you, Mr. Christmas. Our first special recognition award for the excellence in sustainable land management practices goes to Ms. Ruth Privel, sponsored by PISLM. Ruth Privel, we recognize you for your unwavering dedication to advancing sustainable land management. Through her consistent efforts, Ruth has demonstrated exceptional leadership in implementing innovative practices that preserve and enhance the land's long-term productivity and ecological health. Her work has set a high standard for environmental stewardship, and her commitment serves as an inspiration to all who thrive to make a positive impact on the land and the communities it supports. This award honors Ruth's tireless contributions to the field and her enduring influence in fostering responsible land stewardship for future generations. The excellence in sustainable land management practices goes to Ruth Privel. That's not Ruth Privel, but someone who accepted the award. The Excellence in Sustainable Land Management Practices Award is presented to Colmore Shillingford in recognition of his exceptional and consistent dedication to the principles of sustainable land management. Colmore has consistently demonstrated a deep commitment to balancing environmental preservation with practical land use, ensuring that future generations can benefit from healthy, productive landscapes. Through his persistent efforts, he has become a trusted advocate for sustainable practices, setting an inspiring example for others in the field. His work has not only improved the land itself, but also helped to foster a broader understanding of the importance of sustainable stewardship. This award celebrates Colmer's lasting impact on land management practices and his commitment to creating a more sustainable and resilient environment. The excellence in sustainable land management practices goes to Mr. Colmore Shillingford. Congratulations, Mr. Shillingford. Special Recognition Award to Nature Island Drive. Sorry. Nature Island Dive. I don't have a citation, so it's okay. Let's just give them a round of applause. Congratulations to our partners, Nature Island Dive. You can give a citation?
Yes. I believe for their hard work in marine conservation and protection. So we applaud you for your decades of protecting the environment.
Bloombox. Special recognition to Bloombox. Recognizing Bloombox for their excellence and outstanding contribution as an agriculture input supplier. Thank you, Bloombox. And our last special recognition award goes to Mr. Kevon Vidal, our outstanding young farmer of the year, Mr. Kevon Vidal. I don't think he's present, but Mr. Kevon Vidal, special recognition for you. Oh, someone is accepting it on his behalf. Thank you. Yes, my ministerial.
Kevin was the
CARICOM
Youth in Agriculture for Dominican 2023. And this year, he was the CARICOM Youth in Agriculture winner as well. So Kevin is outstanding young father, and we keep encouraging him. Also, he got an award from the Youth Division this year Independence Celebration. So he's got 3 so far. So that's the 4th for Kevin. And so we're youth in agriculture. Yeah.
Let's give all of our awards a massive round of applause.
Thank you, Honorable Lakia, for assisting in reading the citation for our Special Recognition Award. Again, I want to thank the Cabinet Secretary for assisting. This moment, we coming to the end, concluding our official opening ceremony. I wish now to invite the Honorable Julian Defoe to give us the vote of thanks.
Okay, good evening. I've been sitting at the head table all day, so I wish I had more to do other than the giving thanks, but for all of us who are from Dominica would know gratification and gratitude is a household norm. All of us have established and instilled in us in every household. So it is very, very important because none of us would be here without these special people who have made it possible in many different ways. Your Excellency, Your Excellencies Sylvani Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Mr. Burton, Acting Prime Minister, Honorable Dr. Irvin McIntyre, Speaker of the House, Honorable Joseph Isaac, my dear Minister, friend, Honorable Rowan Roy, in the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Blue Economy, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry, Honorable Akia Joseph, Honorable members of Cabinet, I see you here, Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, my dear friends, Ms. Karen Prevost, the Cabinet Secretary, Mr. Ryan Anthem, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Agriculture, other Permanent Secretaries present, staff of the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Blue Economy, and the associated divisions, Father Nigel Karam, from awardees who are here with us, members of the media, very important or distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I wish to thank especially Your Excellency Sylvani Burton, President of the Commonwealth of Dominica, and Mr. Burton for gracing us with your presence, though we are on your property. Thank you very much. The Honorable Joseph Isaac, the Speaker of the House, also for gracing us, and we all know too, he may didn't come this year, but he's a very avid farmer, so perhaps we might see him coming up next year. The Honorable Rowan Roy, or the Minister, of course, and many times he has proclaimed himself to be more of a farmer than a minister, so thanks to him. The Honorable Akia Joseph, Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry, also an avid agriculturist, but in the area of agro-processing. Thank you again for being at the head table and presenting to us. The enterprises, thank you for your warm welcome for championing the development of agro-processing. Your dedication, especially in supporting youth and fostering opportunities for young people in agriculture, is truly inspiring, and you have heard of the accolades that our young farmers have acquired, not only nationally, but regionally. Your Excellencies, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Ms. Karen Prevost, or the Permanent Secretaries, I believe I have said so, but it's never too much to repeat thanks and being grateful. Special thanks and commendation to the chair of the ceremony, P.S. Ryan. And following him, I should also say the esteemed awardees and the families who accompany the awardees who are here with us. Of course, our dear Cabinet Secretary, Ms. Karen Prevost, who did very well in reading the citations of deserving awardees. The Whitey Kubuli Dance Theatre for the beautiful performance that they gave to us. And very importantly, I wouldn't say most, but very importantly, I come to our key sponsors who have, as we say in local terms, sometimes put their money where their mouth is, because events, activities, recognition takes finance and tangible gifts here. So they have categorized it. So we have our gold sponsors. I don't know what the value is for a gold sponsor, but they are gold. We have PSLM, which stands for Partnership Initiative for Sustainable Land Management. So they had, you can see their whole category of recognition in addition to ours. We have the Eastern Caribbean group of companies, of course, the primary feed producers and suppliers of our local purchasers. We have the FAO, the Agricultural Organization of the United Nations, of course, the OACS, Organization of Eastern Caribbean States. We have WOST, that Nadia proudly represents, WOST, which is the World University Center, World University Service of Canada, and especially working with the women in agriculture. Our silver sponsors, Digicel, as you can see there, many people have the red bags. I don't know what, I'm probably jealous of what is inside. It's an iPhone or Samsung 26 or 25. I do not know, but we should be grateful whatever it is. We have Auto Trade, as you can see, came very big for us this year, especially for fishers and others. We have our bronze sponsors, Jacko Feed, Aid Bank, Sagicor, Jungle Bay, Pinnacle Chambers, I see you there, Do It Center, Belfast Estate, of course, representatives all along have been coming up, Do It Center, Springfield Trading, Archipelago, Petro-Caribbean. To this, well, very importantly, there are always people who have to put everything together. And I would say a special thanks to the staff and the committee members. We extend our heartfelt thanks to your hard work and dedication in making this event a success. Your efforts have been essential in highlighting the achievements and contribution within the agriculture and fisheries sector. So they have been walking around, they are among you, you may not know them. I do not know if they want to identify themselves, but I will not go that far. Perhaps they can say who they are when you are mingling. Of course, to the media and broadcasting what the important function that is going on there. We are very grateful. We express our gratitude for your presence and support in covering this event. Your role in sharing the stories and accomplishments of our agriculture and fisheries sectors is invaluable in inspiring and informing the general public. To the government printer, of course, our beautiful agenda items, so beautifully done, and it feels so nice. We extend our sincere thanks for your valuable contribution in producing the material that helped make this event possible. Your dedication and attention to detail have ensured that everything was presented professionally and effectively. And just going back to the brochure, it sounds very simple, but when you look at it, it shows the level of professionalism and care and pride we take in this event. It's a very fancy, and I like it, as simple as it is. So this is the general recognition, but I mean, having the podium, you know, like I will take the liberty because the chair cannot stop me. I'm up. Before becoming a minister, I served in the fisheries sector for over 2 decades. It sounds like a long time. And I just want to say a special thanks, not biased to those who are in the soil, but those who toil in the marine environment, all of whom I know within my 2 decades I have worked with. Akim was a toddler, when I worked with his family, his uncles, and so on. And I'm very happy today to see that he is receiving an award, and they work very hard, very well. As you know, fishing is one of the most dangerous jobs. Just like Mr. Burton, he has known me for 2 decades too, because I have worked with him from since I was 18 years old as a fisheries liaison officer. But for all of our beneficiaries and awardees, I would like to say thank you very much. And I would not want to leave and say, especially to our neighbors like Ms. Broncos Williams, who is a keen advocate for connection in our area to enhance our farm. I'm linking it to her farm, Ms. Williams. I drove to your area, probably on Thursday, through the Kidit Savan connection, and we are clearing, and I'm hoping that this connection is not just for passengers working through, but I hope it's further enhance your production, your farm, because I looked at just on the outskirts of some of the things that you had around, and I was very amazed, man. So, yes. So I just wanted to point that out. So, with that being said, welcome everybody. And good night. And as you can see, perhaps I have some beautiful things towards the back, but it is not in my notes. It was not given to me to say. So I believe this is for someone else to give to the direction as to what happens after that.
Thank you, Minister, for your vote of thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, we've completed our task. I also want to acknowledge the effort of the farmers and producers and also the committee. I know we have the cocktail coming up, but I want to recognize the committee. And if they can stand to be recognized, I would appreciate that. They might not be there, but if they can stand to be recognized, Mrs. Mack, Big Non, the director is not standing, but the acting director at the time, and Miranda, so they are not standing. So, but basically, this committee, we want to thank them for their hard work. We also want to thank the Office of the Cabinet Secretary for assisting, more specifically, Anika Roye, the sister of my minister. And so we thank you. But around this time, it's the time that we want to invite you to a reception cocktail. But during that time, we want to show a video presentation demonstrating sustainable land management. We speak about resilient and sustainable agriculture. So we want to just play this video so you'll have an appreciation for the work that our partners, one of our fundamental partners in developing agriculture, PSLM. So while we are getting ready for the cocktail, we'll play a 2 minutes video, and so you can bear with us. I also want to thank the president and the husband, both farmers, and we appreciate your presence. So again, thank you very much, everyone. We can be relaxed now, and it's time for us to have a little drink. The CAPSEC will tell me no alcohol, but we have some beverages for you, and we appreciate you. So once again, on behalf of the Honorable Minister Roland Royer, Minister Difo, and the Acting Prime Minister, we thank you for attending, and let's have some party fiesta. Thank you very much. So we will again take a group photo. How it's going to be done? We will take a first photo with all the awardees. The second photo will be with the awardees and the ministers, and the third photo will be the awardees and the sponsors. So bear with us for a little while. Okay, so all the awardees, we would want the first photo with you, and we will take that photo to my left. So while we're doing that, we can play the video. Okay, so thank you very much.
And a special good afternoon to you, our lovely viewers. We are here with the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Blue and Green Economy for the Recognition Award Ceremony. I'd like to thank you all for staying tuned in. Thank you for viewing. And remember, Emonews, every moment online.